Hi, everybody. Welcome. I keep forgetting to introduce myself. I'm Linda de Gonzalez, and I'm joined today by Jonathan Dailey and Wanda. She doesn't
And Wanda, of course,
better.
Wanda.
Of course, Wanda. We can't do this without her.
No.
So at the beginning of when I first came into StreamYard to set this up, I said that we were going to have Nightbot, but we've had a change in plans. I think you'll like this. We're going to have a little discussion about the 1212 portal, which is like happening right now. And then afterwards, so please hold your questions until after the discussion. Well, okay, so it's not a question show, all right? There's going to be one question.
One prompt.
And we're going to use the giveaway tool, which I managed to set up in like 2 minutes flat. And yeah, so the prompt, your hashtag is #me. You can go ahead and put it in now if you want, but we're not going to be setting anything. Oh, you show off. You. I love that. We're not going to be, oh, gee, I forgot about hang on a second. Share screen. Do I want to share? Yeah, I do want to share the screen.
Or when you're doing the prompt.
Yeah, and the giveaway tool. Yeah. Okay, so we'll share that. That was the part that I forgot.
Here we go.
Yeah, well, don't do anything yet, okay? We're not doing anything yet. Please don't. And the prompt is, what can I embrace for my spiritual growth? So that's the question we're going to be answering for all the giveaway people. I think that we're going to be doing, well, I don't know, maybe we might get through 7 or 8.
However many we can get through. I mean,
yeah, however many we can get through. But like I've had, like so far this week, I've had 2 really long shows. So
we don't have to be super long today.
We're not going to be doing, like, Linda's not going to be a long reader today.
Short and sweet, right?
Yeah, short and sweet. I see a whole bunch of people coming in. Hi and welcome, Jackie Jacaranda, Heavenly Blessed Honey, Sonia. I see Viviani and Nathan Sipley, and Hershey was here. I don't know if she still is. CJ, Kieran, Emily Lawrence Bradley. Did I say hi to you, Imelda? And Diane. I didn't even see you come in, Diane. Thank you for being here, you wonderful, wonderful mods, all of you.
Nancy and Jackie.
Lynn Hirayama, Jen Bowles, Angela, hi. Christina's saying good morning. I think she's pulling our leg. She must be in Australia.
Must be.
Scotty boy. Huh? It's not morning for you, is it?
Me? No. It's actually almost 12:12. It's 12:04 right now.
Whoa. Okay. Carrie Moe is here. Delphi Ross, hi. Welcome. And it looks like we're going to have a whole bunch of people to read for. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Here's Nancy. Hi, I see you, Nancy. Welcome. And okay, I think that pretty much.
Nina and Kieran.
Yeah. Angela's here from Mexico. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool.
404 in Mexico. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And well, Jackie's here from Great Britain. We all know that. And here's
all over the world. I love it.
Barbara. Christina's in Arizona. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, it is a lovely group. We always have a lovely group. So do you want to talk to us, please, Jonathan, about the 1212 portal and its significance amongst all the other portals that we have?
So every year, each month has its own portal, right? So there's 12 portals in the year. Today is the 1212 portal, which is known as the Ascension Gate portal. It's a good time to like release what you want to let go of for this year to make room for what's coming in the new year, right? It's I have a little blurb written up from a website I found that had all 12 gates written up.
You're so prepared.
Blurb, yeah. What can I say? I'm a nerd.
I love nerds. I do.
The 1212's Ascension Gate portal occurs when Earth and the constellation Sagittarius are aligned. Vega is rising in Sagittarius Sun. Of course, if you're looking at real sky stuff, it might be a little different. So the zodiac is the sign of Sagittarius. The sun is expansive, adventure, higher learning. Vega is ascension, enlightenment, and divine guidance. So the 1212 number is ascension and mastery. It's the number of completion and divine order, symbolizes the culmination of spiritual growth and the journey of alignment. The 12 months. I used to say the 12 signs, but now I'm into the 13 signs. But that 12 is like a whole number. December 12th is a perfect day for spiritual ascension and mastery. Today's energies amplifies opportunity to integrate lessons, expand your consciousness, and ascend to higher levels of being. If you are a crystal fan like I am, some of the crystals they suggest to work with are phenacite to facilitate spiritual ascension, Lemurian seed crystal to access ancient knowledge, celestite, connection with angelic realms. Ooh, I should go put mine on. Spiritual quartz to promote collective spiritual awakening, and selenite to clear and align spiritual energies. So it's really about releasing those things that are holding you back or dragging you down so that you can then ascend to your next level, right? It's ascension, basically. It's let's open, go to the next level.
Yeah. Growing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Growth, spiritual growth. Exactly.
Yeah. I was reading a little bit about it too, but from a numerological perspective, and from the numerology, it also has to do with growth and creativity and having the courage to move on to the next level. The not staying in your comfort zone. The key numbers are 3 for creativity and growth, and 5 for moving forward. And I'm not a big not very knowledgeable about numerology. I'm still learning about it, but I found that really, really interesting. Kim, we're not doing questions today. We're doing the giveaway tool. Yay!
Yeah.
And the prompt, it's #me. And what can I embrace for my spiritual growth is the prompt. That's what we're going to be answering today. And I just want to welcome Leah Salva, who's here from Jamaica. Wow. Earlier today, Jonathan sent me a photo of a beach walk that he had in Hawaii. And it's
my backyard. What am I going to do?
Yeah, my backyard. I was absolutely just with envy. And I see someone here. Well, we've got Mexico, we've got Jamaica, we have Arizona, all these warm places. I'm not going to say anymore. Yeah. And also there's somebody here from Grand Forks, BC. Barbara, welcome. I'm like 8 hours up the road from you in Surrey. So welcome, fellow Canadian and BC residents. So yeah, glad you're here.
I have a question for the crowd. Does everyone want me to pull out the 1111 oracle to go, since it's kind of fitting?
I think so. I think it'd be great. And Kiran's here from India. Wow. Really international. I just love it. Rox is just south of me in Washington State. Okay, so far, I just one person is saying sure. And Emily is originally from Hawaii. Now she's in New Jersey.
Oh, that's funny because my mom's originally from New Jersey.
And now she's living in Hawaii. Yeah.
Well, no, but she'll be here on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so nice for Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
for the holidays. Oh, I'm so happy.
Well, and also my son's birthday is 2 days after Christmas. So
Well,
she comes every holiday session so that she doesn't miss either Christmas or his birthday.
Good. Oh, she left because of the fire. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand, Emily.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever fully recover from that. Mm-mm.
Well, it'll take like 100 years, you know. I'm going to add our partner in crime to the stage and start. We'll start.
Oh, apparently Scotty Boy is in Kaneohe. Aloha, Scotty Boy. And aloha,
Jen
Emily.
Rose. Okay.
Jen, yay.
Yay. And he's also in Hawaii. Oh, cool. Okay. I didn't even, that went right by me. Emily says her dad's house burned. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
I forgot. I'm sorry. I have to, if I'm going to read the records, I have to open. So I'm sorry.
Yes.
I should have done that before.
Right,
I should have done that beforehand, like before.
Yeah. Before the drawing. No, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Jen, you'll have to wait a minute. Okay, let's start with 3 deep breaths. Let's start with 3 deep breaths. In through your nose, hold it for a few seconds, and then out through your open mouth. And as you're breathing in, breathe in all of that wonderful divine energy and breathe out any stress, any tension, any bad feelings that you have. And just picture that in your minds. Last one. We are surrounded by the pure white light of divine source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us, and we call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic Records masters to assist us now to receive information of the highest truth, highest frequency of light and love, allowing us to receive exactly what we need for our greatest good and the greatest good of humanity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We open ourselves to the light, and with this light, we open ourselves to our truth. And with this light, we open ourselves to our soul's purpose. And with this light, we open ourselves to be guided towards our highest good and the highest good of all in divine love. And so this group is consisting of the people who are here now, those who will join us later, and those who will watch the replay, are given the truth to best serve them on their healing journey into the love and acceptance that is most beneficial for them in this moment. And I'll read silently. And with this light and guidance, we unlock the energy fields of this group to receive the records of their souls. Okay.
So it is.
All right. Yes. So, Jen, are you ready to go?
I will pull some cards. I'm sorry, getting distracted by Emily. No, her dad's house
No, that's
burned down,
fine.
but he's alive, right? So definitely one of the
Yeah,
lucky ones.
that's fine. We've got all the time.
So yeah, Emily, I told her my heart breaks for you. I know way too many people who lost loved ones during that fire. I totally understand. Okay, so today for my tarot deck, I grabbed the Guardian Angel Messages by Robin
Ooh,
Valentine.
it's such a beautiful deck, isn't it?
And I was feeling like the angels were calling. We need a little angel energy. And of course, with all the numbers and everything, I had to pull out the 1111. So,
Of course. Oh, yeah. No, I think that's perfect.
okay. We got jumping out here. Okay. So the first thing I got for you, Jen, is 3 of Water, right? Celebration, community, friendships. I feel like right now, there's a lot of support for you, not just for you, but you're also supporting your community at the same time. Because the thing that came out with it is wise counselor, the Hierophant, right? Belonging, learning, traditions. I feel in a big way like you are kind of like that leader, that wise counselor for your group, right? The thing I feel like you need to let go of, we have the moon as the shadow cards, right? Illusions. Tap into your intuition, but remember what is intuition and what is imagination, because that's 2 sides of the same coin, right? And sometimes it feels the same, but not always. The message from the 1111 I got is the 888. You are strong and you can face a challenge. So I'm feeling like you are kind of at the hub of something going on in your group, and you are going to be the one, I think, that everyone comes to, and you're going to have to be able to look through all the information coming at you to figure out what is real and what is just, someone's narrative that they came up with. But you're strong enough to deal with it. You're strong enough to help bring everyone together and get over whatever weirdness that's happening in your group. So I hope that was helpful, Jen.
And just to continue the theme of changing horses in midstream, I wasn't going to pull cards today. I was going to do my usual, Akashic Records, but I just was compelled to get out the What We've Forgotten deck. I think you guys all know the What We've Forgotten deck. It's one of my trusty all-rounders that I use a lot. If you've seen me read before, and I also have the Mystical Moments Oracle with me as well. But no, I was being told to use this one, so I'm yammering at you so that I have time to shuffle.
Well, I did pull one last card for Jen, so I can say that while you're pulling. Just like as a final message. So the 1111 came out with an 1111 card for you. It is spiritual protection, but the specific message is develop psychic boundaries. Okay.
Well, how very interesting that you should come up with that, because I have imagination. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Imagination. Do you see? I mean, to me that looks like a lot of people when they go to the Akashic Records, they see like literally a library. I don't, but I'm the only one I know who doesn't. That's okay. I'm all right with that. Everybody sees what they need to see, and what resonates with them. But look at this, and you can see in the background, you can see the star up above. Well, star, maybe not a star. No, it's a whole bunch of stars, it looks like to me, and a fountain of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
light descending on that, I guess.
It actually matches the background of this very well.
It does, doesn't it? It does.
Mm-hmm.
So, imagination. And it's true that the distinction between imagination and intuition is very subtle. There's a very, can I say, permeable boundary. And I think this is a time for you to explore that it's a time for you to really deeply develop your intuitive ability, and to learn to rely on it more, and to allow it to fill you with the light of guidance, and to light your way. This is all about lighting and guidance, and yeah, it's all about guidance. Yeah.
Guidance, yep. I mean, she
Yeah.
got the wise counselor, so.
Yeah. Hi, Garnet. Welcome. This reading was for Jen Bowles. And I'm not picky on whether people are here or not. Oh, look what Jen says.
After seeing Mother Mary, I have an experience.
Yeah, I bet you have. So your spiritual growth and development has been kickstarted, one can say.
Yep.
Yeah, with a boot to the head. Well, good luck to you. Okay.
Good luck.
Well,
that was helpful.
A vision like that. What?
Right? I got chills with that one.
Yeah. Totally. This is absolutely okay. So this is going to be a banger of a show.
Oh yeah.
Our first reading, and we're like blowing it out of the water.
I'm going to take out my little angel.
Angela Hunter. What's behind door number 2, Angela?
Angela Hunter.
Okay. Oh, and Jen says it happened on November the 1st. Angela's here. Good.
You're welcome, Jen.
You're welcome.
Okay. So the first card I'm pulling out for you is justice, fairness, the law, karma. I feel like you're dealing with a lot of feeling like you're not getting the fairness that you deserve in a lot of ways, because the thing that came out with it is 7 of air, right? Which is awareness, caution, consequences, right? It's like it's warning you that, yeah, things aren't balanced right now. Okay. And under the deck, for the shadow card, we have the sun, right? Success, recognition right there, right? So I'm feeling like there's consequences happening where you feel like the fairness is not in your court. You feel like happiness is kind of eluding you. And the 1111 card that came out is like it has 111, 333, 1010, 1212, 222, 444, 555, 1111, and it's find peace. But what came up was forgive and forget. Okay. And our final message is, I don't know how to say that word. Acquisitiveness.
Yes, acquisitiveness.
Okay. Well, the message is basically don't let jealousy and possessiveness tip the scales, right? Because that fairness that you're looking for, sometimes it's the way you're looking at it, right? And happiness is an inside job, right? Stop looking outside for the consequences to hit. I feel like it's time to let go of all of that, forgive and forget, right? Let go of any jealousy and possessiveness that's causing your scales to unbalance, and find your balance again. That's what I'm getting here very strongly. So,
And Angela, I don't know anything about you. I know more about your past lives than I do about you. Are you trying to get pregnant? Because the card I have is conception.
oh,
And it's a cauldron of creativity. Okay. And there was another card that came along with it because I got, sticky, buttery, but my fingers sometimes, what can I say? I only meant to draw one, but I got two. And the first, the one on top was conception. And it's a really interesting card. I'm going to embiggen myself for just a second. Okay.
Of course.
Picture layout. No, that's not what I want. I want this one. Come on. There, that's better. Not much, a little bit. Okay, so I want you to take a look at this cauldron of creativity and all the people that are sitting around it throwing stuff in.
Not to mention those DNA spirals on the sides.
Well, that's the frame on each one of these cards. That
really?
every card has that frame, that same frame around it, that same border. I guess it's a border, not a frame.
Yeah.
But there you are. So clearly, this conception is a joint project. It is something that is done in concert with a group of people. This creative process that you have going on, or that you will initiate. And the second card is equally interesting. It's the Tao of Flow. I don't know if you know much about Tao. I don't. But I do know about flow, and I know about being in the flow. And look at how beautifully these two cards fit together. The creation, the conception of an idea, and the flow of putting it into action. So that's what I see happening for you, Angela, if you want it. Because we've always got free will. I think it's an amazing card pull.
She says, "Nope, Linda, not needing another baby. I have 3 kids already." But then she says, "But yes, I get it. Could be in a metaphorical way."
Absolutely a metaphor. There is some important creative work that you are doing or will be doing. That's maybe you're gestating it right now. Maybe it's just coming into existence at this moment, and it hasn't yet been birthed, if we want to use that expression.
Oh, that explains a lot.
What?
She just posted, "I have been turned down for a promotion at work 3 times now. I'm looking into new things to do, though." There's that creativity, and there's that feeling of unfairness.
Yeah, and there's that whole
right?
Yeah, and there's that whole
eluding you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that whole working in a group, that whole that whole the conception of the idea of looking into new things to do. That's there it is.
And there's that 3 again, as Scotty Boy points out.
Yeah, well done. That's absolutely true. Whoa. Okay, so This is
Are we having a day?
we're having a day, Jonathan. I got chills from the top of my head right down to my knees.
I'm
So
having the opposite effect where I'm like starting to get like overheated and just feel like heat running through me.
oh yeah. Oh, by chills, I just mean like, you know, the
Oh yeah,
tingle,
the tingles,
the
the tingles
tinglies.
down
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not cold. No, not now. I'm starting to warm up actually, which
Yeah.
is a good thing. And thank you all again for being here. I really appreciate seeing you and having you participate in this. And I just want to, because just for the first two readings, I think you guys should buckle up if you're going to be getting a reading. Yeah, we get the word from our avian overlord. So
yes, Wanda.
yes, ma'am. Okay, let's go back to our, oh, hang on a second here. I'm going to take that. No, I'm not going to take that down. I'm going to leave it there. Okay, let's see
again.
who's our next victim.
Victim now, huh?
Who's going to get the full force?
Who's going to be red?
Sherry Mo.
Sherry Mo.
Sherry Mo.
Hi, Sherry Mo.
Yeah. Yes, this is absolutely Wanda. If she looks different, it's because she's on my other shoulder and she's looking at you face on instead of showing you her under fluffies. Yes, she is. She is much, much plumper, and she, although she hasn't been eating the last couple of days, and I'm a little worried. So I'm starting to weigh her like every other day again. So she doesn't like that. That really makes her mad. Because I have to grab her and put her on the kitchen scale and piss her off. Yeah, you don't like doing what you're told. I know. Neither do I.
What bird does?
Yes. Please, everybody, subscribe to Jonathan. He is a wonderful reader, as you can see for yourselves, and a lovely human being. So please subscribe to Jonathan's channel. And if you're not subscribed to mine, or even if you are, double check, because I've been having subscribers added and subtracted in the last few days, and it's just very weird and confusing. So please. So Sherry Mo, what's coming up for you?
Hi,
Jonathan?
Gerald.
Gerald's here. Yay. Hi, Gerald.
So let's see. Sherry May? No, Sherry Mo.
Sherry Mo.
Sherry Mo. So the first card I pulled for you is the Dreamer, right? Beginnings, believing, protected, right? So here you are. You got your guardian angel watching you, and yeah, run like a small child after the butterfly. The next card I pulled is the Nine of Water, right? Wishes, dreams, and happiness. So I feel like with these two together, I don't know, you kind of embrace life in a big way, and you just embrace happiness, and you just have this air of innocence around you. But underneath that innocence, the hidden aspect of you, we have the Empress, right? Creation, abundance, action. So this innocence is kind of a way of protecting yourself so that you can focus on your creation, your abundance, your motherhood, right? And self-love in a big way. Because the 1111, you got another 1111 one, it says you deserve love. But it came up with two messages here. It's you're lovable, and don't let yourself be used. Right? Don't let people take advantage of that naivete. Okay? You're innocent. People will take advantage of you if they think that you're too innocent in a big way. Right? The other 1111 I have is the main message: spiritual enlightenment, and it's make spirituality a priority. Have you been neglecting the spiritual side of things? Really focused on just like the emotions and the physical and
she's here,
right?
Yeah, she's here.
She's here. That's true. But have you been making it a priority? Is the question, or is it just something you're dabbling in? Because the dabbling's fine, especially when you're first starting, getting your toe in the water. But maybe it's time to start swimming instead of just putting a foot in, right? So, yeah, I mean, you are lovable. You have a lot to give. And I feel like you can help with this. I feel like you're helping others make their wishes come true. That, especially with that Empress energy coming up. So don't forget to make your own wishes come true too.
Sherry Mo says she's been dabbling for 20 years.
For 20 years.
Okay, well, I think it's time to step in the water because take a look at this. Again, 2 cards. And, you know, this time it was a little more deliberate on my part because I got one and I wanted some clarification. And so the first card I got was ritual. Okay, look at her. She's a goddess. She's got 2 wolves by her side. She's wearing a crown. She's shining. She is powerful. This is a woman in the fullness of her being, in the fullness of her strength, unapologetic, completely in control of her faculties and her abilities and her strengths. And she's just there, like it or not, I'm here. This is who I am. I'm doing my thing that I need to do. And look at that fiery light around her. Oh, I just love that. That spirit glow. So, yes, this card is called ritual, but she's much more like goddess to me, you know?
Well, I mean, that's how we embody the divine, is through ritual.
That's right. Exactly. So that makes perfect sense. The other card, the second card, okay, kick in the pants time, is the soul. So this is what your focus needs to be, is on your soul. This is where you need to embrace your spiritual growth. Start focusing on your soul and your spiritual growth. That's all you need to do, is just to focus on it and start developing it, start growing, start connecting. I guess that starts with connection. So, you know, and one of the ways of connecting, of course, is ritual. I got big chills with that.
Yeah.
So that's a really powerful card.
Oh, that was a powerful reading.
Yeah, that was a powerful reading. And Sherry, it's time for you to really step up and step into your step up as a light worker. Like Diane said, really, this to me is a very clear message. You are a light worker. It's time to embrace it and embody it with the wolves, and that here you are, and just completely unapologetic. Yeah. Stop dabbling and start, it is pretty straightforward. Sherry says she needs rituals, so she does it every day. Good for you, girl. Okay. Next. And I noticed that Gerald hasn't put the hashtag me in. It's okay, Gerald. Aren't you proud of how I'm actually doing this? Kieran.
Huh?
You're next. I forgot to share. I forgot to share the screen. Oh yeah, aren't you proud? I do this all the time. So Kieran, you're next. And let me remove that again and get us back to where we were. And we'll put the banner back up again. What can I embrace for my spiritual growth? Just for the latecomers who might not know how to join us. What? Do you want something to drink?
Yay.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Okay, interesting. So all the tarot cards are water. We start with the 3 of water again, which is interesting. A lot of us have connections, I think, that, community connections that we are either dealing with or thinking about or working through right now. But what came up with the Three of Water here is the King of Water, right? Compassion, understanding, trustworthy. So I feel like, again, another person here is with a group and ends up being like one of, this one isn't quite as potent as that last one, just because it's a court card instead of a major, but it's still a court card and the king, right? So obviously you are the person that people come to in your group when they're having emotional stuff, right? That's what water is, their emotions. But it could also be, you know, spiritual and intuition.
Yeah.
Underneath it all, the hidden thing is the Ace of Water, right? Emotions, relationships, and intuition. So are you listening to your own intuition? Are you listening to that cup that you hold within when you are being this person who everyone turns to for understanding and, you know, trustworthiness, right? Interesting that, like, I couldn't get a card at first, and then I finally saw one that was sticking out. I was like, oh, there it is. And it's the 11th hour call, right?
Ooh.
But the two that came up together, I feel if it's like that dotted line that comes up at the top, it's both on either side, right? Are you ignoring a call right now? Right? Spiritual questioning. Are you ignoring a call? Because the other thing that came up is miracles happen. You overcame an obstacle. Okay. I think that is also that whole situation with the emotions and your friends and your group, is that you have overcome an obstacle. So now your friends are looking to you as the one to turn to when they're dealing with that same kind of obstacle themselves. They're looking for your understanding. They're looking for your compassion and your ability to help them through it, because you know what it's like to go through it, right? Don't ignore that call. That might be why you went through that obstacle, is to help others go through it. Oh, I just got major chills with that one. So yes. Don't forget, sometimes we go through negative things so that we can help others through that same kind of negative thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And you don't see that so much when you're a teenager, when you're young. You know, you see that, you get that perspective with going through a lot of crappy stuff, which usually takes, you know, years. So, so the card I have for you, Kieran, is Ancestors. I want you to see, not me. No, I don't want anything for you except the very best, all of the joy and prosperity there is, okay? The guides are telling me that your ancestors are backing you up. Your ancestors are shedding knowledge upon you, like they're sharing their knowledge with you. It might be coming to you in dreams. It might be coming to you in just sort of inspirations, but your ancestors are sharing their experience and their knowledge with you. They're backing you up 100%. Whatever it is that you're doing, your ancestors have your back and support you completely.
That would explain this card too.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's generations upon generations there that are supporting you solidly. You have a lot of knowledge and insight available to you just by asking your ancestors for it. I hope that helps, girl.
That also explains that family tree behind the king.
Ah.
Right.
So if you feel like your family in real life right now, if you're feeling like kind of maybe if the relationship's a little rocky right now, your ancestors are behind you 100% and are supporting you every step of the way, even though your immediate family here and now might not be. Sad. I don't know, but I'm just throwing that out there. Okay.
That was helpful.
Yeah. And thank you for participating in our
12,
in our
12,
in our 12-12 blast.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Scotty Boy says both Linda's and Jonathan's cards are verifying one another. That tends to happen. I noticed that.
And Christina, you're next. You know, for me, those are the best kinds of readings. The very best readings is when there's a congruence and there's an echo. It's like a psychic bounce, sort of. To me, that confirms, it's a validation that the messages are coming from spirit, that it's not coming from, see, if it was coming from our imaginations, or if we were just like pulling it out of our asses, we'd have completely different readings that would have nothing to do with each other. You know, there would be no way you could interpret the cards as having anything at all in common. So when that happens, that tells me that both of us are in touch with spirit, and both of us are reading the cards through spirit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And sometimes what happens, of course, well, no, always what happens is that one reader has one perspective on it, and the other reader has a different perspective, but it's the same subject. We're all talking about the spiritual growth, and it's maybe different aspects of spiritual growth, but man, it blows me away when they're as connected as they are today. I love that. I live for this. Maybe it's because I opened well, no, I don't think so.
Well, part of it's because we're used to reading with each other. So we're energies.
Yeah, we're comfortable with each other. So it's very,
it's easy.
Well, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. Some people are difficult to read with, I've found. I'm not naming names, and I'm not like, you know, there's no shame and no nothing attached to it. It's just a fact.
How our energies mesh. That's all. I mean,
yeah.
Nothing personal.
Yeah, exactly. It isn't personal.
Yeah. Right. First thing I pull out for you is the Three of Earth, Three of Coins, right? Talent, recognition, collaboration. Here, because the angels behind the person, it's not like a group of people. I'm feeling like this Three of Earth is about you connecting with your spiritual team, right? And having your spiritual team help you with the activities you're dealing with in the mundane world, right? Because the card that came out with it is balance, also known as temperance, right? So having these two together, I feel like you are bringing in the spiritual for the physical and using the physical to help mirror the spiritual. That's the best way of putting what I'm seeing in my brain. But the other thing is that shadow energy here, we have the Nine of Fire, right? Protection, preparedness, resilience. Are you feeling a little like you have to protect that connection with your spirit guides, protect where you come up with your ideas, right? Because I don't know, I feel like you're on the defensive a lot about the work that you do and the way that you do it. And, the 1111 came up with 411 education, and it's learning something new. And it came up with collective manifestation, specifically collective unconscious, right? So I feel like your spirit guides are telling you, in order to finally let go of that defensiveness, it's time to start learning how to connect to the collective unconscious, or as we call it, the Akashic, right?
Yeah,
whatever you want to call it. The
tree of
ethereal,
life,
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's time to learn how to connect that's what this whole connection with your spirit guides are about, right? And the art, the balance, the alchemy that you're bringing into the world. And by learning how to bring that collective unconsciousness into your work, you realize that there is no need to be protective because we're all in this together. You're not walking the road yourself anymore if you're working with the collective unconsciousness, right?
So you may be an Akashic Records reader in the making.
Mhm.
And if that appeals to you, Christina, Val Dragonfly Crystals is offering a class in February. It's an afternoon. I can't remember if it's 2 hours or 3 hours, but I highly recommend. It's inexpensive. I forgot to, I was going to look into how much it costs. I believe it's $50. I could be wrong. And if you're, no, it's very, all her classes are very inexpensive, comparatively speaking. And if you're a member on her channel, you get a huge discount. So go check that out on her website. Oh, don't talk to me about food, rocks. Oh my goodness.
Why are you making us hungry?
Yeah. So Christina, the card I have for you, look at this.
Oh, wow.
Now, if that doesn't summarize everything that Jonathan just said to you, here is the name of the card is the Principle of Correspondence. So what that means is as above, so below.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're bringing, yeah. And so bringing from the collective unconscious, bringing it into manifested reality. That's one interpretation. But basically, this is a being that is grounded and also part of the collective in the outer world and connected. Look at the light shining through its branches. I mean, isn't that gorgeous? That's just a beautiful, beautiful image.
Yeah.
Beautiful image. So that's for you, Christina, if you want it, because you have free will and you can always say no. But really, oh, thank you so much, Diane. Gosh, you're good.
Oh, awesome, Diane.
Yeah, thank you.
Scotty boy, you're making me hungry.
Yeah, I was supposed to go get groceries yesterday, and I was so beat that I didn't. And so I'm thinking about what's in my cupboard and what I can make for supper, and I don't know. And oh man, you guys, don't do this to me. Oh, okay. So I hope that helps, Christina. I hope that gives you some inspiration. For
yes to what we were talking about before, and then yes to the class as well.
Oh, yeah, good. She says, I've been going through this exact thing. Well, there you go. So it's embrace your spiritual growth.
Yep. And it's just something new to learn. That's all.
Yeah.
Just think of it that way.
It may not be for you, but it's a very small financial investment to find out. And it gives you a tool that you can use, even though you may not use it very much. It's a way in. And once you get into it, well, never mind.
Yeah, it sure does. Thank you. You're so welcome, Christina.
Ooh, Leah Salva. Awesome.
Salva, welcome. Welcome to the reading.
Welcome to our little corner here.
Welcome to our little corner in TarotTube.
Welcome to our little corner.
You hear my dog snoring right now?
Oh,
as soon as I say that, he stops snoring. He's snoring so loud right now.
I didn't hear anything.
No, I think my noise cancellation must be working then.
Okay, Leah Salva. How can she best embrace her spiritual growth?
Says,
well,
if you're ready, you can go right ahead.
I'm ready. You got ancestors again. I mean, the ancestors card came up again for you. So whatever it is you're doing, your ancestors are backing you up. You have the entirety. Excuse me. She's not snoring. That's not Wanda. See, she's real quiet here. That's Wendy, who's making her presence known.
Wendy.
She's mad because Budgie's eating some of her food.
I'd be mad too.
Budgie's so big. How much food can a Budgie eat? Anyway.
Just kidding.
Yeah. She's just scolding him now, and he's ignoring her. She's ignoring Wendy's yelling. He's just stuffing her gobby little face. Here we go. Look at this. This is potentially a reference to the Akashic Records, although I would not be definite about that. It's definitely your ancestors reaching out to you and letting you know how much they love you and how proud they are of you, and that all of their resources, their spiritual resources, are available to you. The guidance, the lights of guidance and information, and just that warm love of support, that warm light of support and their love is available to you for your spiritual growth.
Oh, she says hummingbirds been visiting her. That's cool.
That's very.
Cards I got are very well. I'm gonna have you hold your card up again in a minute, but let's start with the first one, because the second one there's that there's a part of the image that kind of echoes the second card here. But the first card I got is the Knight of Earth, right? Organized, responsible, supportive. You're just trying to get through life. You're just doing what needs to be done, and resting otherwise, right? You know how much effort to put out. Unfortunately, I feel like, can you hold up your card again? So interesting, you have those three yellow rays there.
Yeah.
Look at the Nine.
Oh, cool.
The worry, sleeplessness, right? There's so much on your brain that I feel like, well, so I'm kind of jumping the gun here with this card, but too much sleep, right? So it's almost like you're trying to escape your nightmares by sleeping more, which is just going to throw you in a different nightmare. So the shadow here is the 5 of water, right? Disappointment, regret. It's time to forgive yourself for anything that is causing you to stay up at night or dream too much or sleep too much, right? There's still those 2 cups on the table. Don't cry over spilt milk, right? Let that kind of stuff go. And then the other card that came out from the 1111 is Law of Supply and Demand, which is reward good intentions. Okay. And that includes yourself, right? Reward yourself when you do something that helps get you out of this mindset, which is keeping you in this other mindset of worry and negativity, right? It's time to wake up, my little sleeping beauty. Wake up. Too much sleep. Time to start taking action, even though it's slow, right? Slow and steady wins the race. No need to rush into anything. It's, again, just very time to reward the good intentions is what I'm getting here. Very strongly. It's like it's time to stop thinking about the negative and start rewarding the good things in life. My mom's phrase just popped in my head, where my grandmother just whispered it to me. Look to the good and praise it, right? Instead of always focusing on what's going wrong or what's bad, look to the good and reward it, right?
Yeah. And I just had something fall into my head too. While those ancestors may be loving you and supporting you, there may be some generational patterns that you need to let go of because they're not good for you. Because don't forget,
right there with the 3.
Yeah, your ancestors are in spirit now, so they are loving and they don't live in fear. There is no fear in the spirit. In spirit, it's only love and gratitude and all those beautiful things. However, we have fear here and anger and everything else. So it may be time to take a look at some patterns of behavior in your family dynamic that you may want to examine that and just make some decisions around that. So, yeah.
Leosalva says you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, awesome. No, not me. Not me. I'm not picking the cards. No, really, it's spirit. It's entirely like which one spirit wants me to pick. Well, thanks for missing my dress, Wanda. I really appreciate that.
A little mess to clean up later.
No, it's on my arm, so I cleaned it up right away. I always have tissue handy, so we're good that way. Okay, so let's see.
That's true, Scotty boy. Fear, when looked at right, can be a powerful tool. It's very true.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Leosalva.
It's making sure you don't let it take over. And fear about the right things too. Chrissy Murphy. I hope Chrissy Murphy's here. Oh, you're very welcome, Kieran.
Oh, yeah, so welcome.
But it doesn't matter if you're not, really. I mean, fundamentally.
The message will come through regardless.
Yep. And you can just come back. Well, I guess if you're not here, you can't hear me saying you can come back and listen to it later.
Thanks for being a great mod, Diane.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you heard it, Kieran. Do you know, I think that Chrissy isn't here. I feel there's like a hollow where
there's like a blankness.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting? Do you know that's the first time that I've actually felt that in like reading for a chat. That's the first time I felt, oh yeah, something. I don't feel that energy. Something's wrong. I don't know. Do you think
we need to skip this one because it's just telling me nope?
Yeah. Okay.
Spot. Like
okay.
Yeah.
So we're not going to read for you, Chrissy. We're going to read for somebody else.
I was about to, but then I got that whole like just blank.
Yeah. Same. Exactly. That's so weird.
Today is the day of ascension where we get deeper spiritual powers. So
yeah.
Our gifts are developing, Diane.
Yes, they are. So we have.
It's like a muscle. If you don't use it, it atrophies. If you use it, it gets better.
So I jumped the gun again and did the draw before and didn't show you guys, but it's Nancy, who I do believe is here.
I just saw her a minute ago, I think.
Yeah, Nancy at Crohn's Intuition. I hope you're here. I can feel her.
I feel all right. There's not an emptiness this time.
No. Okay, so we'll go ahead and read Nancy. This is, interesting. Oh, I'll take that down. And I'll change this here.
Yeah, of course, Nancy.
You guys don't need to see that I've got a tablecloth as my backdrop. That's my Halloween tablecloth. I'm going to be going to, yeah, see, she is here. I need to go to the dollar store and get a Christmas tablecloth for next week. They're $1.75. Okay, don't judge me.
What? Hey, you know what? Who cares? It's a
I know.
background.
I know. It looks great. It looks a
My
lot better.
one background's all messy, so.
Yours is very interesting. I just had a blank wall before, which was really boring and stupid. So yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I have way too much stuff to look at.
No, I love it. Go ahead.
Okay, Nancy. Some of this, I'm not sure how much I want to get into here in a public forum. But the first thing I pulled out here is 5 of Fire, conflicts, annoyances, competition. So with all of these, it's interesting. Normally the 5 of Wands is like you see 5 people fighting each other. Here, it's just this woman kind of like encircled by the wands. It's almost like you feel trapped in a way. Interesting enough, the next one here is the 2 of Earth, balance, prioritization, playfulness. The thing that jumped out at me here is that boat in the water. It's almost like you want to like jump in, swim out, get in the boat and start rowing. That was just the impression I got from looking at this picture. I almost didn't even see the little girl just because the boat was just so loud. Ouch. Underneath it all, the shadow, we have the Knight of Air, intellectual, determined, motivated, right? So the shadow energy here is like, what action is the appropriate things to take, right? What should I do? Right? What should I do to lose this feeling of trappedness, right? The 2 11-11s I pulled, one is education, but it's misinformation, right? So you got to be careful about whether this is really happening or if it's just something that you're seeing, right? Because the next card is manipulation. I don't know. Yeah, I almost don't want to show this, but it's abusive relationship, right? With 666 going on there. So I feel like that abusive relationship is the reason why that feeling of trappedness is there. It's time to take up that sword and take the actions needed is what I'm getting, right? It's like it's time to learn how to be playful again. And who cares if your clothes get wet as long as you get to that boat and you can like row off, right? So yeah, that's as much as I feel like I should share. So
okay, because Nancy, the card I have for you is to take your medicine. You know what you need to heal. You know what you need to grow. You are, sorry, I'm waiting for the information to come.
mm-hmm.
You know who you are. You know where you stand. You know exactly what you need. You need to take your medicine. To do, to do what you need to do to heal, to take away the pain. They're not saying a lot. That's all they're saying.
I got a very abridged message being told not too much.
Yeah, they didn't give me a whole bunch of information. It's not like this constant live stream of, 5 people talking at once. Hi, Linda Kennedy. Welcome.
Yes, Linda.
And Leah's here too. We're doing prompted readings with the giveaway tool today, and the prompt is it's #me and what can I embrace for my spiritual growth? And even though I hadn't planned on reading cards, I am. I did open the Akashic
my
Records.
influence.
Yeah, I did open the Akashic Records for the group, and so and so I'm getting quite a bit of information from the records masters, and from the guides, and but it wasn't my intention to do it like this. But I mean, it felt right, and I think it's working really incredibly well. So if Linda and Leah, if you want to join in, hashtag me. And yeah, I hope that helps. Nancy said that was interesting, and she's going to think about this.
Yeah.
Good, because it felt deep to me, and they
important.
really, It felt important. Yeah, it felt important and deep to me. It felt they were very precise in their wording.
Right.
Me.
I was told not to say too much because you would understand.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, so let's share the screen first. Don't get ahead of yourself, Linda. And then we will draw again. And it's Lynn Hirayama. Lynn, are you still here? Yeah, Scotty boy, me too. I love this format. I hardly ever get to do this, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Yes, good. Thank you for still being here, Lynn. Speak of the devil. Can I go first?
Yeah. Okay.
Speak of the devil. I was just talking about the Akashic Records, and look at the card you drew. Oh, sorry. Look at the card that the guides and the Akashic Records masters gave you, which is the Akashic Records. So are you another one who wants to take Val's course? Because this has meaning. This has, I mean, it's kind of the standard, not the standard. I shouldn't say it like that. Most readers that I've spoken to, Akashic Records readers that I've spoken to, see the Akashic Records as a hall of records, literally a library, or maybe sometimes it's a hallway and there's different doors. But there's almost always books involved, okay? Because that's the kind of culture we live in. That's not true for me, but whatever. So it's a really good depiction of what a lot of Akashic Records readers see when they access the records. To me, that's a clear indication that your spiritual growth includes access to the Akashic Records. Mm-hmm. Oh, Diane, bless you. Aren't you wonderful? Diane's put Val's website. She is a fabulous one. Oh, Linda Kennedy's signed up for Val's class. Yeah. Nice. So maybe Lynn, you want to take a look at Val's class. I mean, there's other ways of accessing the records than Val's method. There's a method that was the first time I accessed the records I used. It was a book by Dr. Linda Howe, not Linda Moulton Howe, the alien person. Linda Howe, a different Linda Howe. I found her. I have that book. Yeah, it works. It's very unwieldy and very. I found it awkward to use. It for me it required, and this was at a time when I was just starting, and I wasn't very good about maintaining a connection while I was doing other things, and so I found myself reading the instructions in the book and then meditating for 5 minutes on whatever and then reading out these words, some of them aloud and some of them not, and then putting it down and doing the next steps. Like it took a long time, well, half an hour. So for me, okay. And it was very unwieldy, but effective. The method that Val teaches is much more simple. You guys see me do it every time on this show. You see me open the records and close the records. There's like a 5-minute meditation beforehand, and it's and that's it. And so it's an elegant and simple method that even someone who is terminally attention deficit disorder, such as myself, I can do it. And my ADD is so bad you don't even want, like, yeah, I'm in the 97th percentile of ADD deficiency. So if I can do it, all you guys can do it. So that's what I
did it was an accident.
Was it? Tell me about it.
I was a teenager.
If you don't mind. Oh, yeah.
And I accessed the records via a dream. I was having this very vivid dream where it was I can't even explain this dream properly because it was the most spiritual experience of my life. So I had this dream where I was twins and I was seeing what was happening from both points of view. Plus I was seeing what was happening from up above, our higher self would see. And my twin selves were wandering around trying to, like, I don't even remember what exactly. We were like trying to rescue someone, or we had a quest where we had to gather certain things to rescue someone, something like that. And there was different flashes of the dream that I remember, one of which was the stream of consciousness, which was unreal because I was in this little rock garden and there was a little stream with all these multicolored pebbles, and I picked up one of the pebbles from the stream and suddenly my vision zoomed into the pebble and I realized I was holding a planet like covered in civilization. And I realized every single pebble in that stream was a part of the stream of consciousness. And so that was already mind-blowing. And then throughout the dream, there was multiple things that happened, but then I eventually ended up in a space where it felt like a waiting room almost, except everything was made of mirrors and light and just was bright, so bright it was almost too hard to look at. And the attendants there were these beings of light in white robes, and several of them came over to me like, and how can we help you? And like I started explaining what's going on. They're like, I remember one turned to the other, was like, oh, we got another dreamer here.
That's amazing.
So that was the records to me. It was like this bright, like light and mirrors. I don't know how else to describe it. And I remember I was a teen, so I was like, I remember in the dream, like, is this the waiting room for Disneyland or something like that? And that's when they were like, oh, it must be a dreamer. And I forget what happened the rest of the dream, but there was like, it continued, like it was one of the most, like it felt like years went by in that dream. Like I had a whole lifetime of experience in that dream. So, and
then when you access them consciously, did that make it
there's
easier?
Still some of that light, but it has the dressing of like an old library or something like that.
Yeah.
But I know that it's just like a facade.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. I see a nebula. I'm in space and I see a nebula.
I was in a space of light. Like there was nothing really physical, but somehow I was sitting in a chair of light, standing on a floor of light. Yeah, it was just interesting. Yeah, it was very bizarre.
Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool.
Anyway, back to Lynn's reading.
Back to Lynn's question. Yeah. Sorry, Lynn. We just shop talk.
It happens, right? So the first card I pulled for you is Two of Fire, which is interesting enough, about planning and partnering and progress. And there's that gleaming feather right there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Connecting you to the spirit realm. There you are looking up at watching a shooting star, maybe a comet go over the moon. I feel like this is, again, that connection to the spiritual, the bigger thing, because what came up with it is the Queen of Water here. Look, looks like a counselor. Loving, giving, psychic. Yeah. So with the two of these together, the fire and water just kind of like balancing each other out. It's, yeah, you're definitely being called. And you need to start making the change, because the shadow energy here is transformation, which is also known as the Tower, right? So you're going to have a realization, a life change, a liberation. But look here, instead of people falling, you have someone actually being led away by their angel before everything, before the lightning hits. Okay? So your guides are telling you it's time to start diving into this before you're forced to, before you're literally tossed off the top of a tower. It's time to walk away. It's
before time runs out. Look at that hourglass.
Yeah.
Time has almost
before the time runs out. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And what is the cards that came up? Magic and manifestation. Make what you want happen. Okay, 10-10. And what came up with that? Atonement, or at one-ment. You are being called so hard right now. Okay, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. It's time to embrace this persona that is who you truly are. Look, wear your heart on your sleeve. Okay, it's time to start opening up, being part of something more. And I feel like that's what this is, right?
Yeah.
They're not even looking at that feather, but that feather is like, hello, all your answers are right here if you just reach back and grab me. So it's time.
So
it's
cool.
time. It's time.
So cool. It's time for you to take that step. And I love that loving, giving, psychic card. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
That's very
Oh,
cool.
Lynn says, my son Jonathan is moving and not sure what to do at this point. Wait, your son's name is Jonathan?
Yeah.
What will I
die to do this work? Hell no. I'm still here, breathing, eating, drinking water.
You take that mothering energy and you help mother people. Okay, you're no longer the mother to one, you're the mother to all.
Yeah, it's actually, this work is extremely nurturing, and it's a way of nurturing yourself as much as it is of nurturing others. Because what we're doing here is for the betterment of humanity. And what is that if not nurturing, you know? So, yeah. And yes, the Akashic Records Masters have a real odd sense of humor.
Everything is funny to them.
Yeah.
Oh,
I hope that helps you, Lynn. And thank you for participating in our in our giveaway.
She says yes, most of her life she's done that, mothering others, and then that left.
Oh, Sonia, are you still here, Sonia? Yes, absolutely. I haven't seen her for a while, but that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't.
That doesn't mean anything. People go into lurking when they get busy.
Hi, Moira. Welcome. If you want to participate, the prompt is, what can I embrace for my spiritual growth? That's the question we'll be answering. And it's #me if you want to join in. We're at an hour and 24 minutes, Jonathan. How are you doing? I meant to check in with you a half hour ago.
That's okay. How are you doing? You've had a lot more than me. I haven't done a live in a while, so.
Oh, do you? What's your limit?
I've probably got another 35 minutes.
Okay, so we're going to stop.
I mean, we don't have to go for a full 35 if you're not feeling it.
No. I'm good. Okay, so I don't hear from Heavenly Blessed Honey, so we're going to do the, oh no, I got to add this back. Sorry, because we're going to do it again. Just to try to get through these, draw again. Linda Kennedy. I'm pretty sure she's here. Hi, Dino friends. Welcome. I'm pretty sure Linda Kennedy. Oh, there's Heavenly Blessed Honey. Okay, we're going to do Linda Kennedy and then Heavenly Blessed Honey, okay? Okay. All right, they're both here. Awesome. Okay, so
cool.
Linda Kennedy, we'll take you away and we'll make embiggen this.
First and then some, right?
Stealing all of Tarot Stash's expressions. Okay, so we're doing Linda Kennedy and then Heavenly Blessed Honey. All right.
Interesting enough, here we go with the Three of Water again. I feel like since this keeps coming, this is the third time it's popped up in this position. I feel like a lot of us are going through our groups and really deciding who in our groups are the people that we want to be a part of, right? Like, are they really celebrating us? Are they really community? Are they really our friends? Or are they there for good, right?
Yeah.
And it's Three of Water, third time, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So not you. Wait, no, not you, Linda.
No, I know.
The other Linda. Don't forget, don't get too watery. Bring a little bit of that fire out, right? I got the Page of Fire to go with that Three of Water, right? So you got to dive into your creativity, your enthusiasm. What is it that motivates you, right? What is it that motivates you to have community? Look, another repeat. We have the Two of Earth as the shadow, but it wasn't the shadow before. So I feel like in this case, it's really about finding your balance, right? Because fire and water, they balance each other, but we got a little too much water going on here, I feel like. So don't forget to ground yourself with the earth to keep that balance so you don't fall into the water, right? Because sometimes we get so wrapped up in other people's drama that it kind of can feel like we're drowning ourselves.
Yeah.
Right. The 1111 card I got is hurry, hurry. Delays, too much waiting.
Oh.
Right. And the other thing that came up with it is that purify your intentions. Too much kindness.
How?
Right? So I feel like you're letting too many people in, and it's kind of drowning your fire. It's kind of drowning the internal spark. And you need to get your balance back. You need to ground so you don't fall into the water, right? I feel like all of this water coming in is like, it's almost like a wave trying to pull you in. And you're just like, oh, well, okay, if you insist. Right? Let it go, right? Especially if they make you wait, but then expect you to hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's time to get back to self, balance self, and stop giving so much. Yeah.
Interestingly enough, I pulled two cards again. And the first one is you have the keys of creation in your hands.
Mm-hmm. And
here you are.
Three keys there.
Huh?
Looks like 3 keys too. Another 3.
Yeah. You have the keys of creation. They are yours. You can do what you want with them. You can create what you like. You have the power. It is being given to you. You have it. Okay. Well, we all have it as a birthright. All right. but this is an actual confirmation of your birthright to the keys of creation. The second card perfectly coincides with what Jonathan says. Protection. Protect yourself. Make sure that you have all of your, make sure that your boundaries are solid. Make sure that you back your boundaries up with consequences when they're breached. Make sure that you look after your own self and protect yourself from being used, from being treated badly, from any sort of mistreatment at all. Protection. Yeah, don't let yourself be treated badly or disrespectfully. And we have Heavenly Blessed Honey next. Okay.
Yes. Sonia. Hope that was helpful, Linda.
Yeah. Scotty Boy says he lost his keys years ago, so I just kicked doors open now.
Doors open now.
Yeah, that's one way to
one way of doing it. Linda says, "Oh, trust me, I'm taking care of me. Thank you both."
Oh, good.
Good. Yeah.
Good.
Well, and I saw that. It was like you were finally starting to, that's the shadow, right? It was like you were finally starting to find that balance.
Yeah. 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 Oh, yes. I call her wonderful a lot, Leah. I'm sure you can't hear her, but she's grinding her beak on my shoulder because she's so relaxed and happy, and so she's falling asleep and she's just grinding her beak. That's something that cockatoos and cockatiels and lovebirds and I don't think I've ever heard budgies grinding their beaks, but they all do it just to sit there and just grind their beaks when they're really relaxed and happy. It's just, and it sounds really funny. It's just a grinch, grinch, grinch. It's very funny.
Oh, Lynn piped in again. Linda, Jonathan, thank you. So meant to hear this, and time for self-love to help others.
That's nice.
With these readings.
That's lovely. Thank you for joining us. Really, really happy to see you. African Greys, yes, they are. Yeah, it is like a cat purring, Moira. And African Greys are really smart birds and very high maintenance. And I'm glad I have Wanda because, oh, this is interesting for you.
Wow. Okay. Sonia, we got another repeat. Page of Fire, which just popped up. But this is the main card here, right? So this is, I feel like you're finally learning to dive into your creative side, start getting enthusiastic about like the things that you love, right? And motivated to actually pursue that stuff. With it came the Hermit, right? Because it's like you're realizing that those things help you with introspection, help you learn, help you with self-discovery, right? Underneath it all, we have the Ace of Air. So part of this thing that you're doing to help with your creativity, your self-discovery and everything is, so there's the shadow, there's like the unseen part of it, is you're learning how to think a different way, right? You're learning how to communicate a different way. You're learning, period. I mean, right? The guides are saying, get moving. Time to move or travel. Get off the couch. Right? But interesting enough, the thing that came with it, prepare the way, meeting the divine.
Wow.
Right? So that is truly what this is right here, right? This is you really embracing your inner spirit and finally connecting with the divine, because you realize that the only way to really connect is to go inwards. You're never going to connect with the outside stuff that's going on. I mean, Doesn't matter how many decks you buy. Doesn't matter how many books you buy. If you don't put it into work, into use, and start doing it, I mean, so yeah, it's time. Get off the couch. Start practicing. Yeah. Even if it is just by yourself at first, right? That's how we always do it, right? We have to master ourselves. I mean, think about tarot readers. First, they have to learn to read for themselves. Then they start branching out and like, hey, you need a reading? I need to practice, right? And eventually, years later, they finally go, oh, okay, I can read for anybody now because I've practiced with myself and my close friends. But you start with yourself.
Yeah.
Even in acupuncture school, the first person I stuck a needle in was myself. My teacher handed us a handful of needles and said, go home, pick a point, either your like hand or arm or your legs, and stick yourself with a needle. So you know what it feels like. So yes, the first person I stuck an acupuncture needle in was myself. You got to start with yourself before you can then bring it out to others.
I think that's a very effective method of teaching.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And Rox is talking about food. Jeez, you're killing me here. Okay, and to top off this banana split, you have soul consciousness.
Ooh. Oh, that's amazing.
Look at that. Isn't that a gorgeous card? Just look at that image. I'm not even going to talk about it.
Oh my God. But I mean, hello?
Yeah, exactly. And look, yeah. And look at well, okay, so my interpretation of those lights in the body is in that form is that they're chakras. And look at the ones that are lit up, the root, the solar plexus, the heart.
Mm-hmm.
It is, and just that explosive consciousness of
and the crown. The crown.
Well, the crown I sort of mushed in with the whole divine light, right?
Right. Well, because
yes,
that is what the crown is, right?
Yeah. And the crown. That's right. Is that not the coolest? I love the art.
I mean, hello, you can't make this stuff up.
I know. So there you go. You are, Sonia, you are on the path to soul consciousness. That's embracing your growth is what you're doing. You're doing it already. You're doing it now. So cool. So we're at 1:38. Another 10 minutes?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay.
Sonia says, been restructuring my apartment, organizing, singing, and talking to all above. I love that.
I love it. I love that. I think that's wonderful. Okay, let's go. Moira, fellow Canadian.
Who just said, oh yeah, very similar energy in those cards. Oh, yes. Please, Buddha, not right now. My dog always knows that, like, the worst time to try and go outside. He does this to me all the time.
I love that, Scotty boy. When you don't go within, you go without. You are 100% correct about that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Give me 1 second to let this dog out. Really? You better stay outside for a little bit if you want.
See, this is why I like birds and put them in a cage. You don't have to take them for walks. Mind you, I have a whole wardrobe of bird poop clothes. When I was working, I used to come home and I'd change immediately into ratty old t-shirts and sweatpants, things that I could wash a million times and they would, yeah. It's a lifestyle. I live alone. No, I live with 3 wonderful beings.
Moira. Okay. Interesting enough, first one we have is 5 of air, which is 5 of swords, right? Mistakes, melodrama, resentment. All right. So winning at all costs. Big way. Right? I guess I should leave that up. Hold up both to show you. Next to it is the chariot, right? Willpower, victory, recognition. So it's almost, I'm feeling like there was a defeat that makes you feel like you're not really on the path that you're supposed to be on right now. Underneath it all, you're feeling trapped, right? You have the 5 of air with the 5 of fire, both of which is very, I don't know, very negative in a big way. I'm feeling stuckness. Like you're supposed to have been doing something, but you're not. Let's see, with the 11 spiritual alignment. Here we got make spirituality a priority again. Right. So I think part of this stuckness, this like being stuck in your head and like not feeling the passions, is because you are needing to go off grid and own your power. Okay. Because right now I'm feeling like you're literally spinning your wheels, right? I love that they're unicorns. I just noticed that. Sorry. I feel this stuckness, like there's no words. There's just like this like kind of feeling. And it's like it's time to back off, walk away from that, go off grid, and just dive into the spiritual for a little while. All right.
Moira says that's my work. Stuck there.
Stuck there. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. Makes sense. I think it might be time to take a sabbatical or at least like a week off just to go do your own thing. I really feel like that. You need to just disconnect completely and come back fresh.
And where you're going to do your own thing is in nature. Mm-hmm. This is where you can connect to your spirit the best.
Go off grid.
I can't make this up. This is great. Okay, so this is where you are at your most connected to spirit is in nature. This is where you find it easiest to just settle into yourself and be who you are and be authentically who you are. Your own authentic self is in nature. Nature rejuvenates you, refreshes your spirit, refreshes your soul. And so go take a week camping. And when you want to reconnect with yourself, when you want to reconnect with your spiritual consciousness, go back to nature, go sit in a park, go sit under a tree. But nature is where you find your spirit. So
Love that. I mean,
I know it's pretty hard for you
to make this stuff up.
Yeah, no, I know. Okay, so maybe I forgot. Moira lives in Canada. She's probably under 2 feet of snow right now. So yeah, probably, well, there's a lot of people who do winter camp.
Unless we get a really nice cabin. Go disappear in the cabin for a week in the snowy forest. I mean,
that's right.
That sounds amazing.
That would totally work. So so yes, that's where you're going to find guidance is in nature. Guidance and nurturing and support and inspiration. Or anything else? No, they were talking and now they shut up. So I just listened to the voices in my head. Let's see.
I
And
don't think anyone here would find that weird.
yeah, I sure hope there aren't any mental health professionals around.
Lynn, what island? Relatives mostly in Hilo, Uncle Kagawa taught in Oahu. I'm on Maui personally. I'm not sure where Scotty Boy is. I think Scotty said the Big Island. Is that right?
I can't remember. I don't have any idea. Scotty, can you? Oh, Rox, I'm so sorry. Rox is trying really hard to be picked, but we have Leah this time, and I think, yeah, winter camping, LOL, exactly how I feel about it. I mean, I feel LOL about.
Oh yeah, Kaneohe. Duh.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Leah, you're still here, I think. Where is she? You're still here?
Yeah, Leah, are you still here?
Oh, good.
Yeah, she's here.
Good.
I saw her.
Okay. So,
Comment
yeah, I know.
during
Just a couple of minutes. Yeah, I know. So
we have to remember there is a little delay between us talking and it showing up on YouTube. So
yeah. Okay, Leah.
I love when there's so much repetition when we're doing readings, because I feel like it's something that we're all working through.
Yeah, I know. I don't feel tired.
No, neither do I. I'll probably crash as soon as we're done, though.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
I'll be like, I'm hungry. Okay, nap time.
Yeah. 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 That's pretty much what happens to me after readings. I'm so hungry. I stuff my face and then I go, for like the next 3 hours. Oh.
Hey. Huh. Okay. Interesting. So, Leah, I got the Page of Fire for you. Isn't it funny how it's like I shuffle, and the same card shows up in the same position? Wow. Here you are, Leah, really learning to just dive in, be creative, really just embrace your passions. And by doing that, I correspond the page with the ace a lot. I mean, they're not identical, but it's like the beginning of the court or the beginning of the minors. And again, we got fire and water going on here. Right. So by learning to dive into your creativity and your passions, it's helping you connect with your emotions, your intuition, and finally just like that inner child, right? Underneath it all, the shadow side of things, you're working through a lot of heartbreak right now, right? I get it. A lot of sorrow, a lot of forgiveness happening, a lot of like having to heal. Don't forget though, you have your team with you. You're not alone. And that's part of what learning to tap into your intuition will help you with. Okay. Don't let that heartbreak make you give into indulgence. Right? The one too many card came up with indulgence. Sometimes it's okay to indulge, especially if it's a way of helping you get into your cup, so to speak. But find balance, right? Don't do that one too many. Lesson in expression. Share your truth. You have a hard time vocalizing, expressing yourself, right? There's, especially with this Three of Swords, and swords is about communication and everything, right? Is it hard for you to really express what you're going through, express your passions, express your emotions? It's time to start sharing your truth. As long as you're speaking, it doesn't matter how much your voice is shaking, right? Just as long as you're getting your message out there. And
that's awesome.
It's so funny how they just like slam a gate for me. I'm like, okay, we're done.
Yeah, that's all we're going to tell you. And Leah, girl, here's a repeat card. You have gifts. Look at this wonderful creature radiating gifts all over the place.
I love it.
Just blasting them out into the universe.
Look at all that energy.
I know. Look at all the energy coming in
And
at the
going out.
top, that divine source energy, and look at all of that energy going out. Just boom. So develop your gifts. You have them. You need to develop them. You need to grow them. You need to be conscious of them. You need to find a way to make them a part of your everyday life.
Exactly what this is saying.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And look, those two cards together. Hold that card up again for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's that energy coming in from the top and radiating out. Can't make this stuff up.
I'm just covered in tingly chills. This is wonderful. So I think this next one will be our last reading because we're at an hour and 51 minutes, and that is like enough. We love you too, Leah. I love you, and actually, I love all of you in here. You guys are so awesome.
We are all love. Thus, once we love each other, we open gates that would be closed otherwise.
Yeah. Yes, we do read really well together. It's a joy to read with Jonathan. Honestly, it really is. It just. I
always get so many chills when I'm reading with you.
Yeah. Well, same.
Chicken skin constantly.
Okay, so here we go. This is for the last reading. I'm sorry for all of you who wanted readings and didn't get one, but honestly, okay, Nathan Sipley. I think Nathan is still here. Hang on a second. Maybe not. I don't know. Nathan, are you still here? Because I'm not feeling it. Rocks. Maybe your turn will come because Nathan doesn't feel like Nathan's here. Nathan, don't make me pinch Wanda and make her squawk for you. Other people have cowbells. I have screaming parrots. Yes. No, Nathan's not here. Okay, so Nathan. Oh, Nathan. Hello, Nathan. Yeah, okay. Nathan's not here, so we're going to go again. Hang on a second.
Next. I was talking away and didn't realize I was muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even.
I wasn't. No problem. No, I muted myself because my dogs are being obnoxious. And now the other one wants to go outside. Great.
No, I don't want to squeeze Wanda. Are you kidding? Rocks.
Rocks, of course.
She says, "Oh, Linda,
the guys were teasing you, Rock."
Well, this is going to be fun.
You really can't make this stuff up. Oh, fine.
Okay. Congratulations, Rocks. No whammy, no whammy.
It worked, Rocks. It worked.
Whatever you did. Oh, oy vey.
That was a no whammy, all right.
I don't even know where that comes from. I never heard it until Rock started saying it. I get what it means, but like I've never heard it before.
So Rocks. Be prepared for a jolt. Oh yeah. I already see it. I start here with the Ace of Water, another repeat, right? You're learning to dive deep into that intuition, listening to the spirit guides that are trying to whisper in your ear.
Well, thanks, boy.
You have a lot to celebrate, right? Because through that water, you're really diving into your passions, making things happen for yourself in the spiritual way, right? Feeling very content with where you are. And underneath it all, we have the moon, right? Your intuition. I'm feeling this is more about the intuition and less about the illusion kind of thing, especially with the Ace of Water and Four of Fire showing up here. You are supported. You're cared for. Your angels are with you always. And it's time for you to bring some spiritual enlightenment and bridge the physical and spiritual. Okay. Your guides are with you. They're telling me that they have communicated with you so much. There's so much they've already taught you. And it's time for you to take what they're teaching you and bring it out, bring it forth. Right? It's time to celebrate. It's time to also ignite that fire in others. It's time to bridge the physical and spiritual, not just for yourself, but to prove to others that they are cared for, right? That they are supported. Your team really wants you to help others connect with their teams, is what I just heard really loud. It's time to dive into that intuition. Your intuition knows. Don't second guess it. Stop second guessing it. It's not an illusion. It is truly your intuition talking to you and your guides talking to you. Okay. It's time. It's time. It's time again.
Yeah. Yeah. And for you, ma chouette, which is a French Canadian expression of endearment, in case you know, a chouette is an owl. I have illumination, which is the same design that's on the back of this deck. Okay. Which is, I think, interesting, but just take a look at all these. It's a keyhole. There's the divine light illuminating. We have a pyramid here. It's definitely a pyramid because I can see a side here, and a crystal ball, and all these elements in there shining away in the background.
That second keyhole is two faces looking at each other.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah. And down at the bottom, some, mystical sorts of, I don't know what they mean. One of them looks like a compass rose, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. Can you see it? Can you see it better?
Really hard for me. Kind of like a astrological. Something. Yeah.
Chart. And the other, yeah.
Oh, the wings at the bottom are the wings of Ma'at.
Ooh. So, illumination of the mysteries of the universe. This is what you... Sorry, I just got distracted with your comment, Rox. Yes. Illumination is your goal. Illumination is what you're working towards. So get to work.
They told me that you already know what you're supposed to be doing and you got to be doing it.
Yeah. So get to work. Yeah. Wow. What a day.
I just heard you will never be content until you're doing your work.
Wow. Whoa. Wow. Jonathan, a huge delight and pleasure, as always, to read with you. Thank
you for the invite.
Well, you're just going to keep getting invited again and again. I mean, you can't get out of it now. And please subscribe to Jonathan's channel if you haven't already. Please check your subscription to my channel to make sure that you're still subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. My apology. Well, no, I'm not going to apologize because it's just the giveaway, right? We can only do so many.
And Spirit is really the one picking.
Yeah, and that's the cool part about the giveaway tool. And Thank you all for being here. Please don't forget to like, and if you have any comments, that would be really helpful after the show. And what was the other thing I'm supposed to say? Oh, yes. Please, if you feel so inclined, please don't hold back from donating to the channel. The StreamYard expenses have tripled, and I would really appreciate your support for the channel. So there's PayPal. My PayPal information is in the show notes. Let's see, where are you going to be? You're going to be showing some stuff. Are you going to be on some shows in the next little while?
You know, I don't think I have anything else scheduled for December unless I do some random pop-up. But I'm also dealing with the whole StreamYard being way too expensive, and I can't afford.
Do you have PayPal set up? Do you have PayPal set up?
Or PayPal, not PayPal. StreamYard. Sorry, my brain. Now that we're done reading, my brain's trying to just.
No, I know. I'm in this.
StreamYard. I've had to drop StreamYard because it went from $20 a month to $50 a month. Yeah. Which I can't afford. So I'm trying to find another alternative. So I haven't really been doing too many lives right now. But I'm hoping I found this other thing that's free, but it's a very steep learning curve.
We'll talk after. We'll talk backstage, okay? Because I have some information for you. So yes, all of us readers who use StreamYard are having difficulty because for me, like $50 for you is $70 for me,
right?
Which is a week's groceries. In my tiny little pension economy. So I'm really grateful to all of you who have supported my channel, and thank you. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am really, truly grateful that you continue to do so. I am deeply grateful for that. So I'm going to be on Tuesday.
You weren't here. Why would we be doing this?
Yeah, well.
The best chatters, you bring us back.
Yeah, exactly. There's no point for us to be doing this if you're not here. So you're the whole reason that we exist actually as channels, as YouTube channels. And I'll be on Tuesday on Akashic Records. Vidyani is hosting this week, but I'll be simulcasting on my channel. And next Thursday, hold on for a second. I forgot where I put it. Wait a minute. I hid it because Wanda likes to chew the pages and it's irritating. Oh, here it is. It's irritating. Next Tuesday, next Tuesday, the 17th. Thursday. It's Gerald. Ooh. And we're going to be talking about self-love, self-worth, and self-respect. So, thank you all again for being here. And we will see you when we see you. Come and wave goodbye, Jonathan.
Bye. Sorry, the dogs wanted to come in. Of course, right at the wrong time, always.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Aloha.